Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what it do, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. This is RAERAE All Day Channel. What's up? What's up? Happy New Year! For those of you who haven't heard my voice yet this year, me and my homegirl Psychic ELB. Well, let me say it right. Psychic _ ELB did a review for Southern Charm, and that was out as of yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and catch up. Thanks again. Like I keep saying thank you because I love it. Love it when you tune in. We building up my subscriber list. Yes, baby. Yes. Happy New Year 2024. Child, I'm trying to take off this dashiki. It's going over my face. I hope you can hear me because, child, I don't know what's going on. I hope you can hear me. Anyway, yeah. Southern, child. I'm not even talking about Southern Charm. Salt Lake City, Real Housewives, Season 4, Episode 16. Did y'all see that mess? Look, we know they come back for Season 5 after that episode, child. If that wasn't a cliff doggone hanger, oh, child, if I say OMG one more time, OMG. I mean, everybody gagging over that. Everybody is gagging. You can catch folks talking about this on their channels over here and over there. But since you are here, you're going to hear my take, my rendition, my opinion. Because, everything over here is allegedly speaking, of course. Some things may be true, but it's still allegedly speaking, of course, because, we got to be protected. Because, again, I wasn't there. I was at home watching. Or I was somewhere watching it, get my nails done, get my feet did. Listen, why do we say getting our nails did or done and getting our feet done or did? Ain't nails on our feet too? Oh, why do we say stuff like that? I know I'm not the only one who say it. So don't be laughing at me. Talking about, no, you the one only saying, no, I'm not the only one who say it. But yeah, we can be anywhere and listening to whatever. I mean, shopping, grocery shopping, or clothes shopping, shoe shopping, whatever shopping, hell. Outside, inside. Child, did y'all see it? If you haven't, go watch it after this because it's going to enlighten your day. That whole situation. Now, I love how Heather broke it all the way down. She broke it down. She had her receipts. Okay, snap. She had her documentation, which is receipt, same thing. She had all the PI investigation going on. Yes, because we love a good PI. Okay, hey, quiet as kept, loud as it is. I've done some PI services and got some things done myself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, single mothers know how to find something out. I'm just saying. Single mom transcends color, ethnicity, race, whatever you want to call it. But single mamas is going to figure some ish out. Exclamation. I ain't going to say that word, period. Exclamation point. Okay, that's what I'm gonna start saying. Exclamation point. Shoot, but man. Okay, let's just get on into it, right? What's these people called? Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 4, Episode 16. We're going to start the beginning and work our way down, child. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute, let me get my sip. Don't ask me what I'm drinking. Hold on. Yeah. So we start off with Monica and Whitney waking up, right? They had a long night, child. It was some ish going on the previous night. People going off on each other. Whitney mad at Heather because Heather wrote something about her in the book that she didn't really appreciate. But Heather was like, "But I told you what it was, so I don't understand why you." See, drinking, folks need to learn how to hold their liquor. Because Whitney was going on and on and on about something the previous night. It was, to me, it was just way too much. They got in Meredith behind, thinking she is, sending DMs, trying to ruin Angie's marriage and trying to ruin Angie's whole existence and being in Salt Lake City. It was just a mess. And Monica was at the start of all that. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy. Yeah, Monica and Whitney talking about what happened last night. They ain't brushing their tooth. Whitney still got on her pink lip gloss, or did she put some on? Child, I did not see. Now I know Whitney sure ain't brushing their tooth because she was awakened while filming. Now Monica could have, did a little, 1-2 in the bathroom, but Whitney sure enough had stank mouth and drinking too. And under the cover, all that heat. Child. Anywho. I mean, she blew up at Heather real bad. Heather was running away from her. So anyway, Whitney and Monica was talking about the previous night and how all that was just a mess. So they decided to, okay, well, we had enough talking. Let's go back to sleep because ain't nobody else up. So Meredith and on separate times, Meredith and Angie came down for breakfast. So they was getting their day started. They the early birds trying to get that worm, child. So Whitney finally brushed that tooth and she makes her way to Heather and they have a talk. Heather was like, "Come on in." "Come on in, cousin. Come on in. Come on with your bad self. Come on." So Heather was like, "Okay, what's up? What you want to talk about?" Whitney was just letting her know that she didn't appreciate what was written in the book. But again, Heather was like, "Girl, we already had this discussion. I done told you. I actually read to you what was in the book." But Whitney, in her feelings, feels as though she was exploiting her sexuality and sensuality just for book's sake. But Heather read back what was in the book to us on screen. And nothing about what Heather wrote was salacious. Nothing about what Heather wrote in that book about her cousin Whitney was salacious to the point where Whitney had to chase her down in the mean streets of Bermuda and all this get up gear, yelling and screaming, talking about, "You exploiting me for your book sales and you're exploiting my marriage and you're exploiting my sexuality." See, and now forgive me if I'm wrong, but right then and there is when I said maybe that's a soft spot for Whitney, considering these feelings she has, come about from her childhood and being, exploited there. I think maybe she's projecting a little bit and her wires a little crossed because, again, what Heather read to us, what she said about her cousin Whitney, was nothing like Whitney is yelling back and forth and wants an apology for. So yeah, they talking and Heather was just, being Heather and not really putting up a fuss and not really, she's accepting the conversation, just smooching it over. But you can tell Heather was like, this bitch, I'm sick of her. This girl got more problems than a law loud, and I'm supposed to do what? Whew, next. So they go shopping. Everybody getting ready. They go shopping, and they're looking at stores over here. But I think they take the mopeds out. Child, poor thing. Everybody can't ride a moped. No, I haven't ridden a moped since the Spree moped was out. Remember Spree back in the 80s? Y'all remember Spree? Anywho, it's been a minute, child. And I was a kid then. Shoot, I barely could fit on the Spree, but I rode it. Anywho, so they went shopping and they buying stuff, and then a couple of folks and the richest, well, I don't know if they're the richest, but AngieK and Heather left their wallets at the Heezy, at the Airbnb rental. But Monica had her card with her. Monica agreed to pay for their stuff. She said, just pay me back. Yeah, pay me back. So there was a problem with the card. And Heather looked back like, I know she ain't, what's going on? Ain't got no card. So then, that whole thing where if you don't tell your credit card company that you're traveling, they're going to deny the charges, thinking that it's some fraudulent activity going on. That's what happened. So she squared it away, and it's only $700 something. So she was able to get it and kind of made a joke about it. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. They was thinking what she said, because all up until now she been the brokey one. Ain't nobody expecting her to pay for nothing. As a matter of fact. So next they got some timeline stuff. So they're breaking down the whole issue of why they had the blow up at the end of the show, right? And it just pretty much went in from there. It wasn't a whole lot going on except for this part. The whole basis, the title says Monica, aka Reality Von Tease, is now. First of all, I don't even know that they were being trolled for 4 years. They kept that on the hush. I mean, it's some content creator YouTubers out there that knew about it, but they figured it was just, a troll account, talking mess about the ladies. But apparently, it's real too close for comfort because, child, okay, so they keep playing this footage of Heather getting a call confirming something horrible. Oh my God, can't believe it's her. Now, remember in the trailer episodes, Heather is going off on somebody at that particular dinner. So that dinner that night, she calls the original folks, Meredith, Whitney, Lisa, on the beach to have a conversation away from the house, away from Monica and AngieK. Because AngieK wasn't getting trolled. It was just Heather, Lisa, Meredith, them four, Whitney. So they're, talking on the beach, and Heather is just slow rolling this, letting them know, I need to talk to y'all about something. And it's very important, and, and y'all need to listen. So they're coming down to the beach one by one. Everybody's like, well, what's going on? What? And so she finally breaks it down that the issues that have been going on, Monica is now who she says she is. Come to find out, with all these different context clues and conversations that's been going on, over the last, I guess, couple of months, Heather kind of put 2 and 2 together, and she needed to get her PIs. Again, a single mama, the CIA, FBI, KGB, and whoever else ain't got nothing on a mama that want to know some information. Again, that transcends ethnicity, race, culture. We gonna find some ish out. Exclamation point. So yeah, she's letting them know how all these, different issues going on about this and about that all came from Monica. And she received text confirmation. Come to find out, her own hairstylist was in on it too. And that's what really put the nail in Monica's coffin, because the hairstylist gave up the ghost, sent her all kind of information confirming this, that, and the third about Monica. And one other issue that put the nail in Monica's coffin was when Heather wanted to buy Monica a gift from her cosmetics beauty lab. She was pulling up her info. Come to find out, it's multiple people with this name, same birthday, and with the outstanding bill, as a matter of fact. And so she's trying to figure out what is going on. Why is there so many alias going on with this woman? And with the info, that plus the info from her hairstylist, and then some more PI service that she told the ladies that the troll named Reality Von Teese and also Reality Von Teese 2 is the troll that's been screwing with them for the last 4 years. And they're all upset, mad and upset. So Heather was like, listen, I'm gonna get her ass at dinner. So just back me up. I'll show you everything tonight, and I'll give you some more details. Woo. And within all of that, here come the dinner. So they have this game that was presented by you know who, Heather. They pick up a doll. Each doll represents them. And they pick up the doll to where I want to hear a truth about you. And so when it was Heather's turn to pick up the doll, she acted like she was going to target Meredith, but then she targeted Monica. And she was like, I want to know the real Monica. As a matter of fact, I don't believe you are who you say you are. And then Monica's whole demeanor changed, child. Monica knew the jig was up. I mean, Heather was slow rolling her like I did homeboy at the poker table. Woo! I can tell you that story, child, but not right now. Heather calls out Monica, lets her know about all of the different ways Monica was telling who she was without saying who she was really, and just putting all the context clues together, conversations. Now, remember when Meredith and Monica had the conversation about Angie being associated with the mob in some form or fashion, and the DMs that was coming through, and Meredith said, I did not even know about this really until I got a DM after Monica told me the information. So production is playing back all these different confirmations from the context then that people were like, well, what's going on? Because things don't really add up. And then how Monica's conversation with Heather, where she blatantly admitted, well, if I wanted to send a fake DM, I would just do it, and again, criminals are dumb. They always gonna tell them themselves every single time. So Monica finally admits to it. She's like, well, I'm not the only one that's involved with it. And pretty much it was all to take down Jen. And I'm like, what? So all of this is going on at that dinner, child. And guess what other bombshell happens? Heather is going on and on to Monica about how tight-knit the group is and how they love each other and they have each other's backs and they protect each other to the point where I protected Jen from giving me a black eye. Everybody's like, oh, everybody, okay? Everybody gasping. They're like, what? Yeah, Jen gave me the black eye. And look, I know everybody watching was like, what? But we kind of knew, now, side note, why on earth would Heather allow that to go on like that just to protect Jen? I really hope that doesn't stem from her previous life living in that marriage she was in. I really hope that didn't originate there, because that makes me even more upset that, anyway, I don't understand. There is no way my homegirl could give me a black eye and I protect her. I don't, well, again, we don't know the psyche of people. The mind works in mysterious ways like the Lord. So it is what it is. So back to this, right? So we find out that Jen gave her the black eye, and then production goes back to when Meredith came with her under eye pads, where Heather revealed her black eye, and Jen shifty eyes, looking around, trying to make excuses and talking. Child, it looked real guilty. Now, as a matter of fact, they didn't show that particular footage when Heather was revealing her eye to Meredith. So I think production knew, considering how shifty Jen's eyes was during that time, making up excuses about what really transpired to Meredith. But yeah, I mean, it was a total mess. So they was reading Monica for filth, child, just like they was doing Meredith the night before. They all that angst and vigor and vulgarity and nasty words was all. Even AngieK picked up a potted plant, was about to throw it at Monica. Monica was like, I wish you would. Me too. I wish Angie would have too, as a matter of fact, because had it been me, she would terrorize him for 4 years. They would have had to cut tape. And that's all I'm going to say on that. But after all of that, ain't nobody apologized to Meredith. Even when Heather disclosed everything to the ladies on the beach outside of AngieK and Monica. That was the opportune time for them heifers to say, oh my God, Meredith, we are so sorry. We thought it was you. Even to this day, maybe during the reunion, I don't know. But I have yet to hear these ladies apologize to Meredith. Apparently, they must not like Meredith. But yeah, child, I can't believe it. Now, back to Monica's mama, even though I didn't bring her up yet, but I'm just thinking, I wonder if Monica's mama knew what Monica was doing with this Reality Von Teese Instagram troll account and communicated that to Monica's family. Why? Because I was thinking, what could Monica's mama have said to where Monica's family didn't want to have nothing to do with her? Child, I don't know. Again, I don't know. Apparently, Monica get her ways from somewhere. I think we can bet it's her mama. Maybe it's all of them. Maybe they all trifling folks, and that's where Monica get her from. I don't know. But yeah, that was the hot tea from Salt Lake City, Real Housewives on Bravo, y'all. And the reunion is coming up next week. We're going to be hearing that and seeing that. I think it's 3 parts, y'all. I think it's 3 parts. We're going to find out what's really going on, because Monica's like, there's a whole lot more I could have said, but they didn't give me the opportunity. So I want to hear everything Monica got to say. What else is going on? Who else is involved? She already said, she said some names at the dinner party that night, but they bleeped the names out except for the hairdresser that was doing Heather's hair, where Heather got a lot of the confirmation from. But yeah, child, did I miss let me see, look at my notes, child. I'll make sure I got everything. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, child, that was it. That was Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 4, episode 16, child. And we're going to get right into it. So look out for more content coming through. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.